Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching The Big Bang Theory. This is the 10th episode. Yes, we are 10 episodes in, double digits. We're absolutely flying through the first season. Hope you guys have been enjoying it so far. If you'd like to watch today's full episode, it is available for a link in the description below. Just click on it, put the password in, and enjoy. So this is the third episode of the day. You know, we've watched 8, 9, and now we're going into 10. I've got to say that 8 was really funny. I really enjoyed it. You know, the introduction of Raj's parents trying to set him up. Howard was hilarious in it. Last episode, it was all about Leonard and Sheldon. I thought that Sheldon wasn't the best of friends in the last episode, but it was interesting to see. Obviously, we're giving everybody a bit of time, and obviously, Penny's now got a new job at a bar, which we haven't actually seen much of yet. We did see her working at a cheesecake factory. I'm not too sure she's left that and moved to the bar now, but it's going to be interesting to see, obviously, what we do with her. She was trying to help out Leonard last episode, but she ended up putting him right in it with Sheldon, especially when he wanted to do, obviously, a discussion and a presentation on a research paper that they both done together, and Sheldon didn't want to go. He didn't need to say he needs the approval of his peers, where obviously Leonard wants to get all the accolades, the attribution, you know what I mean? He wants to get all the positive feedback on the work together, but they butt heads with each other. To be honest, if you think about it, the last 2 episodes, Sheldon kind of took Raj's girlfriend, potentially, you know, when he was set up on a blind date, and he come in and swooped in and took her away, not realising it. And then last episode, they got the thing in the post where they wanted him to do a speech at a conference and recognise the work, and Sheldon didn't actually want to do it. And then he was kind of negative towards, obviously, his roommate Leonard. He's not really had 2 good episodes in terms of being a great friend, has it? So it's going to be interesting to see what we do with him. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully, guys, enjoy it. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into today's episode.
Assuming all the good Terminators were originally evil Terminators created by Skynet, but then reprogrammed by the future John Connor, why would Skynet bother to create a petite, hot 17-year-old killer robot?
Skynet is kinky? What the hell is that?
Cats could sing. They'd hate it too.
Owl, we'll take my hat. Hey, guys. Hi. Where are you going?
What? We just had to mail some letters and throw away some chicken.
Yo, I place it in slowly, Mina. Take it out when she's gone. It's still in the bag. It's still in the containers.
You'll never guess what just happened.
I don't guess. As a scientist, I reach conclusions based on observation and experimentation.
Remember when I auditioned for that workshop production of Rent, but I didn't get it and I couldn't figure out why?
I have a conclusion based on an observation.
No, you don't.
Well, the girl they picked to play Mimi, she dropped out and they asked me to replace her. It's this Friday at 8. You guys want to come?
No. Friday, we are attending a symposium on molecular positronium.
You just lied to Penny.
Yes, I did.
And you did it so casually. No rapid breathing, no increase in perspiration. So lack of a physiological response while lying is characteristic of a violent sociopath.
That's very true.
Standard. Look at that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Leonard? Leonard?
It's 2 o'clock in the morning.
It's important.
What?
You're right, it can wait until morning. I'm uncomfortable having been included in your lie to Penny.
What would I have said afterward?
I would suggest something to the effect of, singing is neither an appropriate vocation nor avocation for you.
I couldn't say that. I would have to say, you were terrific and I can't wait to hear you sing again. It's a social protocol. It's what you do when you have a friend who's proud of something they really suck at.
When we played chess earlier, you were terrific and I can't wait to play you again. Good night.
What?
I was analyzing our lie, and I believe we're in danger of Penny seeing through the ruse. Log on to www.socalphysicsgroup.org/activities/other and look for the seminar on molecular positronium. Well then, bippity boppity boo, our pants are metaphorically on fire.
Does that see people
So
like
my
him and just
trousers will
overthink
not be
everything?
igniting today.
Do you have any idea what time it is?
Of course I do. My watch is linked to the atomic clock in Boulder, Colorado. Remember how Leonard told you we couldn't come to your performance because we were attending a symposium on molecular positronium? He lied, and I'm feeling very uncomfortable about it.
Told her I lied? Why would you tell her I lied?
To help you. She was going to see through your lie eventually, so I told her that you were lying to protect me. Penny now believes that on Friday night, we're going to participate in my cousin Leopold's drug intervention. The success or failure of our deceitful enterprise lies turns on details.
I don't get it. I already told her a lie. Why replace it with a different lie?
Well, first of all, your lie was laughably transparent, where mine is exquisitely convoluted. If she Googles Leopold Houston, she'll find a Facebook page, an online blog depicting his descent into drug use, and a desperate yet hopeful listing on eharmony.com.
Why would I go to a drug intervention for your cousin?
Ah, because it's in Long Beach, and I don't drive. See, I told Penny that you would be embarrassed if you knew that she found out that you had lied. So she's agreed to operate as if the original lie is still in force.
Wow, look at you all ready for your showcase. You look great.
Thanks. I just wanted to come by and wish you guys luck. You know, I gotta tell you, a lot of friends would let their friend go alone, but that's not who you are. You are the kind of guy who stands by a friend when he has a symposium to go to.
Oh, okay. All right, good.
Technically, are all three of them lying?
Oh boy, group hug.
Okay.
Penny is on her way to perform in a one-night showcase production of Rent. We are unable to attend because we're going to a symposium on molecular positronium given by Dr. Emil Farman-Farmian.
Wait a minute, Farman-Farmian is speaking and you're bogarting the symposium?
Howard, listen.
Now, it's okay, it's your Millennium Falcon. You and Chewbacca do whatever you want to do. Me and Princess Leia here will find some other way to spend the evening.
There's no symposium. Leonard lied to me. Isn't that right, Leonard?
I don't know what to say.
It's okay, I do. Leonard is helping Sheldon through a family crisis. Every family in America has a relative holed up in a garage somewhere huffing paint thinner.
No, I'm lost too. I think she skipped a step.
No, look, Sheldon's cousin Leo escaped rehab, and he's in a Motel 8 in Long Beach. All right, you guys, good luck.
Thanks, Penny. Break a leg.
Yeah, break a leg.
So road trip to Long Beach.
No, we're not going to Long Beach because Sheldon doesn't have a drug-addicted cousin, Leopold.
I've always wanted to go to Long Beach.
It's a
They could
very
just go
nice
anyway.
community. The Queen Mary is docked there. Once the largest ocean liner in the world, it's now a hotel and restaurant where they host a surprisingly gripping murder mystery dinner.
All right, has that actually been a film? Is it Murder Mystery with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston? Where they get invited onto a big sailboat or something, and while they're there at a party or something like that? Actually, I don't know if it's an actual real murder that takes place or if it was supposed to be a fictional murder that they're supposed to solve, but then a real one does take place. But it sounds like something anyway. Also, it kind of reminds me of, what's that other one that just come on Netflix a couple of months ago? Is it Glass Onion with is it Daniel Craig? And again, they get invited to an island. Do you know what I mean? And in there they set up a murder mystery. Do you know what I mean? I think it's Edward Norton. Is that his name? Edward Norton? And they go around and they solve it as well. I don't know. I think murder mysteries are great, to be honest. I would love to actually go to a dinner party where, like, you're eating and then you get clues and then you and your partner have to go and solve it. But it sounds well sick. And he's just sat there twiddling his thumbs. He actually has no idea what's going on, does he, Leonard?
Leonard. I've been doing some research on addiction, both the biochemical and behavioral aspects, and I think there's a problem with the current version of our lie. And I have realized that the Leo I described would not have agreed to go to rehab.
Why not?
Because Leo's a middle child.
No, Leo, how can you say that?
He's not just a middle child, he is the quintessential middle child, from a broken home to boot. Psychologically speaking, the attention he gets by rebelling, even to the point of self-destruction, is more emotionally valuable than the help he would get at rehab.
Get out!
I've hesitated to point this out, but I must now remind you that we are in our current predicament because of your initial and totally inadequate deceit. I'm just trying to clean up after your mess.
Oh, mate, Road Trip. What a film.
I am Sheldon's cousin Leo.
Oh, God. Sheldon does not have a cousin Leo.
Au contraire. I'm 26 years old. I'm originally from Denton, Texas.
As the quintessential middle child, your addiction is rooted in your unmet need for attention.
Oh, Sheldon, are we really gonna go with pop psychology?
For your information, this is all based on solid research. Just stick with the character profile I wrote for you.
It's more of a double major, actually. Theater and physics. You can guess which one my bourgeois parents pushed me towards. Sheldon, how about this as my motivation? When I was 14 years old, I was abused in the Philippines by a club-footed Navy chaplain.
No, we're going with middle child and a genetic predisposition to inadequate serotonin production.
Yeah, I love doing Road Trip.
Penny.
Hi, how did the intervention go?
Unfortunately, we weren't able to convince him to go to rehab. This is Penny.
Let me ask you something, Penny. Have you ever woken up in a flea bag motel covered in your own vomit next to a transsexual prostitute?
No.
Then don't ask me how I'm feeling. The Philippines.
He's going rogue.
1992. The Subic Bay Naval Station, a young boy on the cusp of manhood. Choice did he have but to drink, shoot, and snort his pain away?
Forget his genetic predisposition towards addiction.
That's never been proven.
There have been studies.
Do you want to come over to my place, have coffee?
Oh, sounds good.
I have a video of me singing last night. Do you want to see it?
Gee, why wouldn't I?
It's gone full circle, and now she gets to watch him actually doing
That
it.
his own father failed to provide.
Your parents made the right decision.
Hey, his acting was actually really good. That was a proper stab at that.
Cannot work like this. Just sitting on a couch watching TV with a woman, not being drunk or high or wondering if you're a dude down there.
Leo, you are a very sweet, really funny guy. You're gonna do okay.
One day at a time.
He's a homeless drug addict, Leonard. Where's he going to go? Oh, you have a lot to learn about lying.
Do you know what we learned, didn't we? When we just watched Prison Break on the channel, that you know, it's true what they said. You know, when you work in their business, well, not that one, but I mean, we're talking about agents who go around killing people. At some point, you're gonna uncover some truth, and there's either two paths to go down. You know, you could try and expose it and stay with it, and probably get the people to come after yourself. Or what you have to do is start lying again to cover up more lies. Do you know what I mean? And that's basically like today's episode. You know, they've took the avenue where they've heard Penny singing, and instead of them obviously just saying, look, you know, do you want to come to my show? And you just say, no, sorry, we're busy, and just leave it like that. Or they could have just said, yeah, and gone and just watched it, and you never had to really critique them. Do you know what I mean? Like, you could have gone to the show and sat down, watched the singer, whatnot, and then she said, did you like it? You just say, yeah, it was great, and that's it. End of story. Do you know what I mean? It's not too deep. You don't have to go too far into it. You know what I'm saying? It's the... Like, have you ever seen a kid when they're at a school play and it's just like they stood there and they're looking in the audience and they're looking around and they see a parent and it's like, it's just the person showing up that counts. You know what I mean? They don't really care what you there for, listening and, you know, and their abilities. You just want to know that they've got support and you've got the back. And I know that they said that they've got something going on and they told a lie, but then they've just gone down the path where they tell more and more and more. And at that one point, do you know what I mean? Like, they've just got to rock with it. Do you know what I mean? You can't fall back in it now because, first of all, you'll look mad. You know what I mean? Imagine if you turn around and said that this is not real. This little guy's just a random person that retired. He hasn't done this, done that, and all this stuff. You know what I mean? It just makes yourself look crazy and probably puts her in a worse situation. So they've had to lie to keep the lie going. But like he was saying, it's full circle. Funny how it works. Instead of him being in the audience watching where she couldn't see him, just knowing that he was there, she managed to sit down, watch it anyway, which he didn't want to do, and see his natural reaction towards it. So in a way, he kind of lost both times in this episode, didn't he? He lost with the lies, and he lost with actually being watching the performance that he didn't want to do. Okay, that is going to wrap up the 10th episode of the first season. Thanks so much for checking out the channel today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We absolutely fly throughout this season. Really enjoying it. And obviously, like I said, you know, doing the shorter episodes, but it's just so fun. You could just watch it, laugh, move on, next one. Watch it, laugh, move on, next one. You're not sat here for ages, you know what I mean? It also helps kind of, I don't know, my day-to-day, so to speak, where, like, you know, you come in, you're tired, you finish work, but, like, you're like, oh, no dramas, mate. Just come watch one episode, or I could watch two and just bang, bang, get it done, move on. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's actually really happy that you guys have chosen this. Obviously, we're going to have other stuff posting in between. We might cycle through series, you know what I mean? One here, one there, one here, one there, and go back and forth, because this is obviously a long one to go for our 280 episodes, you know what I mean? Take up most of the year. We'll be all the way into 2024 and pretty much towards the back end of it when we finish this. And I mean, definitely if we start posting season by season, it's going to actually finish in 2025, which is absolutely crazy to think about. But it's been really good so far. Like I said, today's episode, it was interesting, obviously, that they had to keep up with the lies, so they started reeling stuff in. As I was saying, that we were spreading the load and we were starting to give the characters a bit more screen time. Ever since I've said that, and we give Howard a bit of his episode and give Raj his episode, then they've dipped out again and not really seen them. The only part I can remember them at all in today's episode was when he come up to the door and he was talking about the lie. Do you know what I mean? And he said that we're going to go to Long Beach. And that's pretty much it. Now, I'd be interested to see, obviously, if the intention was in season 1. But I mean, they're not recurring characters. They are main cast. You know, recurring character, our class is like that Leslie, do you know what I mean? Who's been in it a couple of times, but not much. But I'd be interested to see moving into second, third season, obviously, so on. Like, if they become fully fledged on the screen. You know what I mean? Like, when you watch the shows of Friends, and you've got, obviously, Ross, Rachel, Phoebe, Joey, do you know what I mean? Like, they have a complete split, I think, anyway. And then, obviously, if you watch How I Met Your Mother, you know, you got Robin, Ted, Marshall Lily, you know, you've got Barney as well. Again, it's split. It's not as if like it's just one person, two people. Everybody's kind of got their own stories, and it's all rock and rolling, relationship spreading as well. That's the thing that I want to see the most in this show, if I'm being totally honest. I would like to see, because there's 5 of them, I fully believe that Penny's going to end up with one of them. But I mean, as this is progressing and moving forward, I would actually love it if everybody starts dipping into relationships to bring more characters into it. Do you know what I mean? So like we've got the 5 characters and 3 of them move into a relationship. That's 3 extra characters that we can bring in. And also, if it's not Penny getting into him and it's the guys getting into him, it's 3 female characters. I feel like it's absolutely male dominated right now, which I've got no problem with, but it'd be also good to give Penny somebody to bounce off. Do you know what I mean? Like, it'd be good if she gets in a relationship like with another female, so to speak, so that she can have their friendship, and then, you know, whilst they're doing their bit, them two could spend time together, they could gossip, they could be paranoid what they're talking. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like if they bring one more female into it, the dynamics will be really good. You know, like I say, if you look at Friends with Chandler, I didn't say that before, but, you know, 3 girls, 3 boys. And, you know, if you looked at what was going on in How I Met Your Mother, we had 3 guys, 2 girls. You know what I mean? Like, if you look at the different shows, it usually works when you've got a good dynamic and a healthy group of male and female, because you can bounce off relationships, different things. And I feel like one more female bringing into this, maybe into the next season, would work really, really well. Thanks for checking out today's episode. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers, guys.